So last month I was here as a disheartened grandparent of students of Villa Park High School and Orange Unified District. My kids have gone through school. I don't want to spend any more time on that. I asked you specifically at that meeting for two things. To establish a public forum where we could give and take on the issue of the quality of our schools and what the next series of actions will be to achieve the goal. Nothing happened. I also asked each of you to be prepared this evening to discuss with us individually what your personal plans are to step forward to remedy the problem. I also followed up with an email reminding you that I would be here tonight. Two of you outreached to me and said, come chat, we'd love to talk about your ideas and so forth. 2 of 8, counting the superintendent. 6 didn't. So I'm here tonight asking you for that report. What are each of you planning to do to remedy the problem, both with regard to action steps, whether it's a bond or something else? How is it going to be financed? And if it is a bond or some other measure, how are you going to involve the community through the process to gain the community's support and input? Please report.
Right now, just because it's the comment section, we're not able to kind of give the back and forth. But hopefully you'll be more pleased come January to see something to that effect. Hopefully. Well, whoever's going to be president.
You can't tell me tonight what you have in mind? None of you have any ideas as to what you plan to do personally?
I mean, I can give my statements, but again, it's...
I'm sorry. I'm a supporter of all your ideas, and I saw your email, and I had planned to give you a call, and I still will get in touch with you. But the decorum of how the meeting is run is not a give and take. It never has been. I think if you meet with individual board members, they can work with you on what their ideas are. But until this gets agendized as an item that the full board will discuss, we're changing up the format of the meeting right now, and that's just never been done. So I know that
never been done.
Excuse me. I'm.
Well, then stop
there
the clock,
will be.
please.
No. Believe me, I know I'm taking up some of your time. The thing is that we can agendize this and have this discussion. I'm not sure what the format of the meeting will be. We've done it in the past, but I think we can have a discussion of what you feel the format should be and how that can be worked out, if it can be worked out.
So let me summarize what I think I'm hearing.
To be continued. To be continued. We will.
30 days have gone by. The biggest problem that we know of in terms of our school district, and there's been no progress. Now, perhaps there's been progress, but we don't get to know about it, and we don't get to comment on it. What process is that? What sense does it make to re-agendize that?
Well, it will allow for the...
You'll act now. At least talk about what you have in mind.
It allows for the opportunity for more true engagement, is what it allows when you agendize.
Long enough, you're going to end up with 6 months to complete the task like you did last time and failed.
Well, again, I can't go back and forth, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. And you knew exactly I was very supportive of the bond. So,
well, I think 6 of the board members were supportive of the bond, 2 are not. I'm still interested in the 6 that were supportive and the 2 were not. What are your plans to meet the objective?
Again, we have to agendize that appropriately because we're speaking out of turn when it's not on the agenda.
So what is the process of agendizing?
Just placing it on the agenda.
Ask for an item to be put on the agenda, and we will put it on the agenda. And we are bound...
Why do I have to ask? It's the biggest task you have.
A couple board members.
Excuse me, Mr. Krushner. We are bound by the Brown Act, which is the Public Meetings Act, which says that we don't do discussions of items that have not been made public so that everybody in our community can see what we're going to be addressing. And so that's why we're bound by these processes. It's not just a custom that that doesn't serve your purpose right now. I know that that's how it feels.
Not my purpose.
I'm just trying to educate you, and we've talked at length, just to put that out there.
I mean, that's all we can say at this point. We can't engage right now.
So the Brown Act prevents you from interacting with the community that you're trying to support.
Because it's not here on the agenda.
Last month, you knew it was important to get moving on this. Why didn't it get on the agenda?
Again, this engagement is going to delay our meeting. So, again, we look forward to it, and hopefully...
The engagement is delaying the meeting. The meeting's about engagement.
But it's not on the agenda.
May I ask that it be on the agenda next month?
Sure.
Will you commit that it be on the agenda next month?
Then you can submit it in writing to the
I
superintendent.
just submitted it verbally.
Well...
The whole community wants this addressed.
Okay, excuse me, sir. We have a process, and it's a process by which it's fair to the full community. We are not a single customer service base right now. We are a full community service base. So if we try to, we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one. If we try to just service you right now, how is that fair to the rest of the community? And as they go through the proper road to agendize something. How does that work?
Mr. Krushner, I'll commit to you that we'll have this on the agenda in January. I'll push it forward myself.
With sufficient time to discuss the matter?
The problem with discussion, yes, absolutely. But I assure you that this will be on the agenda in January. I'll put it up myself.
A discussion and a sharing of ideas, create a forum that will. The community wants to know what's happening now and what each of you want to do to lead the charge to fix the problem.
Mr. Surgeon, I will place it on the agenda next month. How's that?
And will that include interaction?
Yes. At that point, then we can go back and forth.
We'll see you next month.
Okay.